Good morning, Boker Tov. It's wonderful to be here with you together this morning and to welcome the new month, the new month of Shvat. Time to start to think beyond the winter into the spring. I hope that's true in the seasons, and I hope that's true for all of us personally as well. Boker Tov Sean, good morning to everyone who's with us today. And to one, to all, Boker Tov. Welcome to Boker Tov from Temple Sinai. Temple Sinai Congregation of Toronto's daily opportunity to connect, to reflect, and to remember. I'm Rabbi Michael Tolgan, and it's a pleasure to be here with you this morning as we enter this new month. So happy day, happy week, happy month. And let us begin as we do each day. We'll have a little more musicality today, it being a day of celebration. But let's begin with this prayer for the miracle of waking up. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yetzer et ha'adam bechokma, uברא nekavim nekavim, chalulim chalulim, גלוי וידוע לפני כיסא כבודך, שאם יפתח אחד מהם, או יסתם אחד מהם, אי אפשר להתקיים ולעמוד לפניך. ברוך אתה, אדוני, רופא כל בשר, ומפליא לעשות. Blessed eternal God, creator of the universe, you have fashioned our bodies with wisdom, creating within us a finely balanced network. To stand before you in prayer is itself a fragile miracle. Eternal God, we praise you as the healer of body and spirit. And let's say a prayer for the soul. The soul that you have given me, O God, is a pure one. You have created and formed it, breathed it into me, and within me you sustain it. So long as my soul is within me, I will give thanks to you, eternal my God and God of my ancestors, source of all creation, sovereign of all souls. We praise you, eternal God, in whose hand is the power of all life and the spirit of all flesh. And let's join together, La'asok b'divrei Torah, to celebrate and renew our commitment to Torah study. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. V'harev na Adonai Eloheinu et divrei Toratcha b'fiנו ובפי עמך בית ישראל, ונהיה אנחנו וצאצאינו וצאצאי עמך בית ישראל, כולנו יודעי שמך ולומדי תורתך לשמה. ברוך אתה אדוני, המלמד תורה לעמו ישראל. אלו דברים שאין להם שיעור. These are the obligations whose value cannot be measured. They nourish us in this world and help us to create the world to come. Kibud av va'em, to honor fathers and mothers. Ugmilut chasadim, to perform acts of love and kindness. Bashkamat beit midrash shacharit v'arvit, to attend the house of study morning and evening. B'achnasat orchim, to welcome the stranger. Ubikur cholim, to visit the sick. B'achnasat kala, to provide for brides and grooms. Ulvayat hamet, to keep faith with the dead. V'yun tefillah, to pray with sincerity. V'hava'at shalom ben adam l'chavero, to make peace when there is strife. V'tamud Torah keneged kulam, and the study of Torah is equal to them all. Well, let us continue with our psalm of gratitude and being grateful on this first day of the new month. We'll join in Baruch She'amar in Hebrew and English, and then continue with Psalm 100. That speaks in words of praise, but it speaks about being grateful for all of creation and for the specific blessings that and potentials that are given to us. Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam. Blessed is the one who speaks that we might listen. Blessed is the one who acts that we might be witnesses. Baruch hu u'baruch shemo. Blessed is the one who decides that we might accept. Blessed is the one who has mercy that we might live. Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam. Blessed is the one who removes the darkness that we might see. Blessed is the one who lives forever, that we might believe. Blessed is the one who saves and delivers, that we might be redeemed. And let us continue forward with Psalm 100, Mizmo LeTodah. Let all the earth sing to the eternal, find joy in service of the sacred. May every word lead one to encounter the divine presence. May we sense the Holy One within us and in all creation, discover sacred purpose in every moment. The eternal is our infinitely capable creator. God forms our purpose and potential. Enter the gates with gratitude. Bring praise and thanks and bless the divine name. The divine love of the eternal allows us to find good in everything and strengthens the faith of each generation. And with that in mind, we will continue by singing Shema together, dear, and then chanting the last paragraph as well. Please join me in this prayer, acknowledging and celebrating and committing us to work for genuine unity. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevon Malchuto, Le'olam Vaed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך. וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל, ואמרת עליהם, ויעשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם, ונתנו על ציצית הכנף פתיל תכלת. והיה לכם לציצית, וראיתם אותו, וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני, ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטו אחרי לבבכם, ואחרי עיניכם, אשר אתם זונים אחריהם. למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני, אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני, אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. And now we continue with our special service for the first day of the new month for Rosh Chodesh. And so we continue with the psalm with Hallel. We'll say the bracha for Hallel, and then we'll join in the beginning of Psalm 114 in singing. Let me share the blessing for Hallel so that we can recite it together. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu likro et ha'halel. And we continue with Psalm 114. V'tzet Yisrael ממצרים, בית יעקב מעם לועז, בצאת ישראל ממצרים, בית יעקב מעם לועז. הייתה יהודה לקודשו, ישראל ממשלותיו, הים, הים רב וינוס, הירדן ייסוב לאחור, ההרים רקדו כלים, גבעות כבני צאן, בצאת ישראל ממצרים, בית יעקב מעם לועז, בצאת ישראל ממצרים, בית יעקב מעם לועז. We continue with our uh, learning and reflecting together as as we make our way so quickly into the book of Exodus. Quickly, obviously, we come at the same speed as we move every year. Um, and yet, it's amazing how quickly the story unfolds in three parashiot, less than it took to tell the story of Joseph. And then here we are already in the third parasha of the book of Exodus, and the people are, in fact, at the end of the plagues, being sent from Egypt. And already we are not a clan, but a people. And it seems that in the midst of this parasha on Rosh Chodesh, what we really ought to share is the structure of Rosh Chodesh itself, of the months of the calendar, and because that so much unifies our people. And here, even before um, quite at the end of the story of the Exodus, the Torah pauses in chapter 12 and says, the Eternal said to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, HaChodesh hazeh lachem rosh chodashim. This month shall mark for you the beginning of the months. Rishonu lachem lachodshei hashana. It shall be the first of the months of the year for you. And then begins to talk about the various rituals of the first Pesach and of Pesach Mitzrayim, as they call it, the Passover of Egypt, and Pesach Dorot, the Passover of the generations. But first, let's look back a little bit just at this verse number 2 that is so important. On the one hand, anytime the Torah says HaChodesh Hazeh, this Chodesh, our ancestors, the sages of old, had a powerful way of imagining the Torah, not just the physical Torah itself or its giving, but when they say HaChodesh Hazeh, this month, well, what month is that? And Chodesh, which is from the root of new, really means the month. It means the new moon, which marks the new month. And when it says Hazeh in Torah, our ancestors imagine something specific, in this case, the new moon being pointed out. And from this came the ancient tradition of the actual witnessing of the new moon, as people seeing it in the sky, pointing to it, making their way close enough to the great Sanhedrin, the great Jewish court in Jerusalem, to say, I have seen the new month. And then signal flares would be sent out on mountaintops from Jerusalem to outlying communities to say it is the new month. We now think of months as on calendars, but months is something new that happens around us. That's something that happens as part of the natural world. We can't always see it, of course, with clouds in the sky, etc. And yet, the new month is a living thing. It's something that we should look at and see the changes in our world, and the ones that are coming. This month of Shvat is the beginning of Shvat, Adar, and Nisan. Shvat, really the last of the full winter months, even though technically Adar is a winter month as well. As within it, in halfway through the month, Tu B'Shvat, a celebration of land and of our commitment to use the natural world respectfully and gratefully. We'll talk about that as we get there in 2 weeks. And then, of course, a month later is Purim, and a month later is Pesach. So the calendar really continues and accelerates through this time, but the calendar is not just about when the holidays are. Um, it really is about unifying us, about connecting us to one another, so that we should know that we are a people who experience and are connected like by the ancient fires on the mountains, that all of us, wherever we are connected, and that Jerusalem, where the women of the wall, hopefully were allowed to pray peacefully at the Western Wall today in honor of the new month, where that is the heart of our people in so many ways. Let's continue during this time of uncertainty with our prayer for the soldiers of the IDF, with those who stand in guard for us. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, אמותינו שרה, רבקה, לאה ורחל, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל ושאר מגיני עמנו העומדים על משמרתם. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless the soldiers of the IDF and all who stand on guard for us. May the Holy One guard them against all difficulty and distress, injury and illness. May all of their actions bring blessing, fulfilling the prophet's words. Let them beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Let nation not lift up sword against nation, and may they learn war no more. May all sit under a vine or fig tree, with none to make them afraid. And let us say, Amen. And we continue with our prayer for those in need of healing and strength, for all those who are on a long journey of healing, for those experiencing acute illness, for those seeking under really difficult or even end-of-life circumstances to make the most of each moment, for each and for all, for those whose names have been given to me and given to Temple, those names placed in the chat, in this and other services. We turn to these words of refuah. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, ואמותינו שרה, רבקה, לאה ורחל, הוא ירפא את כל מכותינו. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו, לחל עמם ולרפאותם, וישלח לנו מהרה רפואה שלמה ועטרת שלום, ונאמר Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless and heal all who suffer. May it be the divine will to provide healing and strength, reveal to us the holiness of life, the wholeness of shalom, and we say together, Amen. As we pause, we turn to our prayer that reminds us that our people throughout the world are linked, not just by our calendar, but by our mutual care, by our supporting those in our people who are facing difficult circumstances, and standing together when we face them here. And so especially for the family of Ran Gvili, the last of the deceased hostages whose body remains held in Gaza, and for all who suffer, all who are in need, all who are under stress, we turn to these words together. Achenu kol bet Yisrael, achiotenu, כל בית ישראל הנתונים בצרה ובשביה, העומדים בין בים ובין ביבשה. המקום ירחם עליהם, ויוציאם מצרה לרווחה, ומאפלה לאורה, ומשעבוד לגאולה, השתה בעגלה, ובזמן קריב ונאמר, Amen. Our brothers and sisters, the whole family of Israel who are in difficulty or captivity, whether on land or at sea, may the ever-present one have mercy on them, bringing them out from distress to comfort, and from darkness to light, from subjugation to redemption, now, quickly, and soon. And we say together, Amen. It's very meaningful each day, on any day, especially on the new month, to have the chance to be here together, to connect and reflect. And so important as well to remember, to pause, to remember those who died in recent days and weeks, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. And during this period of Shloshim, the past 30 days, we extend our condolences to the families of Shayla Cole, Sadie Chaffetz, Larry Marr, Irving Starr, Joel Rutenberg, Fran Michaels, Philip Belanger. And it is our sad duty to report the death of our member, Guy Stacy, husband of Pam Stacy and father of Brendan Stacy and Morgan Stacy. There will be a celebration of his life at their home this Monday and Tuesday. It's also our sad duty to report the death of our member Nita Goldberg, mother of our member Mark Goldberg, and mother-in-law of Marcy Goldberg, and mother of Adrian and Goldberg. Our condolences to the whole family. Funeral details are being arranged. And on Yahrzeit today, on this first day of the month of Shvat, the 19th of January, 2026, we honor the life and legacy on Yahrzeit of Anna Aranowitz, Evelyn Castleman, Evie Castleman, Norm Chaplin, Jerry Fagelman, Rhoda Margolius, Howard Panzer, Abraham Rosen, Ruth Singer, Murray Stone, Samuel Wald, Myrna Winthrop. Zichronam Livracha. May their memories be a blessing to us. Our griefs and our sympathies are mingled as we turn together towards sanctified by memory, towards glorified by hope, continuing together with the words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash meraba, be'alma devorach cheruteh ve'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon v'yomechon, v'chayeh dechol bet Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kari v'mu, Amen. Yeheh shmei rabba mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitomam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal Hashem edekudsha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushpachata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'mu. Amen. Yeheh shlama rabba min shmaya v'chaim. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'mu. Amen. Oseh shalom b'momav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'mu. Amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn and bring comfort and strength to all who remember. And together we say, Amen. Well, Boker Tov and Chodesh Tov to one and all. I hope it's a meaningful day for everybody. Looking forward to being here together again tomorrow. Boker Tov, Boker